Hey guys, here's Yari with another hike basically. And this time I'm in Slovenia to do the Juliana trail. It's basically a trail which according to my app is 206 kilometers, then according to some sites it's 270 kilometers. So I don't really know, we're just gonna enjoy it and see how it goes. And the answer is probably somewhere in the middle, probably. So, this hike basically goes alongside the big mountains basically. It's not like a very heavy trail, it's actually not the hardest. It's at least supposed to. So we will see how it goes. If it's like not so difficult, it will be really nice for me, because I do not like mountains. But so far on my map, which I saw, is like 6,000 kilometers of climbing, which is not so much for 270 kilometers. So that seems to be a good hike for me. And let's keep the show rolling and see how it is. After the town I started, you walk alongside this beautiful river on this beautiful little forest trail, and Reddy is again being lazy and sitting there. It's a bit of a lazy backpack. Okay, so I asked how much was the campsite. Well, we now entered mid-season, so it's now 1750 plus 150 registration fee plus €2 city tax, so it's 21 euros and 50 cents. Arrived at 8 o'clock or something like that, and I think crazy, really crazy. Where's the time where it was accessible for a lot more people than just nowadays? Pretty crazy, to be honest. But I'm not gonna accept that. So you find a solution, and here a little cabin for myself and a nice little tent which has some holes, so I put a tarp over it. The reason why it's so expensive here is because it's close to Bled, one of the main features of this hike. It's very famous because in the middle of the lake, it's basically a lake. In the lake there's like this cute church, and there was some photos shared on social media basically, and it went viral, and now it's pretty touristic. So, and that ramped up prices probably quite a bit, and inflation and all the good stuff. So yeah, but it feels good to be here. The only downside are all the mosquitoes, but I take that for granted. It's a nice little payment. It's okay. Kilometers because, well, road walking, boring, not gonna do that. The only disadvantage was he was basically drinking alcoholic beer in the crowd. That's a bit less, but still, also like, I hope safe enough. Oh well, there's always chance of some kind of accident. I always, in Bled I fell from the staircase, so always risk somewhere. Also another funny story, so it's still, if I asked if I was able to pitch my tent in another person's garden, because, well, the Acto is a double layer tent and you cannot just separate the inner and outer, would be quite inefficient. So usually I pitch a whole tent just to because it's more efficient. And then you talk for 2 hours, have a coffee together. Those are, I think, the best moments of hiking. Just the moments where people are nice to you and kind, and I think those are the best moments of hiking. I'm still gonna tell all the time because, well, I think it's a positive, and I like to remain this channel to be positive. So I try to that to be. This is so cool, by the way. You have to go through this cave to there. Really cool. Okay, I'm gonna climb this 10-meter mountain again. See you later. Wow, still. Okay. We're already out of breath. Now I'm joking, but I'm just wondering. Just looking at this beautiful cave structure. I mean, it's like a cathedral. Hello, please don't attack me. I'm just passing through. Don't want any problems. Oh fuck, is that a bull in there in the middle? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop filming. Just in case. Oh, the sensitive high altitude environment welcomes respectful visitors. Stay on marked trails and help us preserve the habitat of the western Capercaillie and the rock. They require peace and quiet to thrive. Oh, and by the way, you see that behind that forest? They cut it down for like hundreds of meters, and then here still as well. What a fucking hypocrite, seriously. Oh, this is the biggest joke. Walking boots, dogs, blah blah blah, and then shh. But not, this is not allowed, but destruction of the environment is. Oh god. I just laugh it off, there's nothing I can do about that insanity, but still actually sad if you think about it, to be honest. I slept over here. I love it so much, but if you look at the spot, you think, huh? What a sneaky bastard. He probably do that with illegally. No, I got permission actually to sleep here. I arrived here at 9 o'clock in the evening yesterday. I was like, is there any, because I don't want to broad camp middle in the forest with possible bears and wolves. So just thought I just want to stay close to like a town or something like that, and then that's all. This person, he said, is it like a problem to wild camp here? And she said, oh, you can just do it with my house. Very kind woman, thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna pack up and leave again. But still very nice. Good morning. I slept in someone's garden this night. So, that's actually really nice. Because now I'm in possible bear and wolf territory. I don't really care about wolves, but bears. Little bit scared, to be honest. Little bit. Although, to all the people I talk to, they say they're not dangerous. So, I don't know. They also cannot rule out that you're getting attacked, so yeah. I just stay safe. Trying to stay close to civilization while wild camp in this trail. The area what you see in front of you is called a bog. It's basically a muddy environment where heavy and big trees cannot really grow. There's a very low amount of biodiversity, and the special thing about that, there are 3 carnivore plants eating little bugs in order for them to get these nutritions. So, pretty interesting actually. And also another advantage about the low biodiversity here is basically that there are very few plants needed in order to keep the life cycle going. So, that's at least an advantage I read here to a low biodiversity area. Over there is Lake Bohinje, and whoa, what a beautiful view. eating some pasta with tuna and cheese and some, what's it called, some other kind of sausage, and then you have this beautiful view over the lake. This is not a punishment. I got an absolutely crazy story to tell you. The last footage I made was at the lake, right? At the lake of Beginje. So I saw like this family, mother, father, 2 children, and the father was making a picture of the mother and the 2 children. And I'm like, that doesn't fit because, well, it's much better if the whole family is on the picture. So I was like, hey, shall I make a photo of all of you together? And I did. They were very happy about it. Then we came chatting, and then the lady invited me to her apartment. I could sleep with them. That's what I did. And then she was like, if you want to stay another night, then do that. And that's what I did. And then I stayed another night and had an amazing time with these people. Absolutely. Also very interesting people. But to come back to the story basically about how they were interesting. They were basically different people than, well, most other people basically. The woman was very special basically. She didn't really fit in. She felt it was wrong basically, the current world we live in, and she's trying to protect her children more from that same kind of system and make them, well, in her view, better prepared for it. For example, like sending them to private school where they have a bit more freedom, that kind of stuff, to develop their own personalities, that kind of stuff more. And they're really like open-minded, vegetarian, all of that stuff. So really good people, little bit the same as me, just very highly sensitive, and they know that of themselves and of their children, and they want to help them for that, with that. Hey, how you doing? Hi. Oh, I'm so sad for those bugs in your eyes. Oh, yeah, I feel your irritation. Annoying as hell. Well, I hope you can still somewhat enjoy life. Ah, annoying as hell, I understand. Okay, goodbye. And this is where I'm sleeping, in another garden. So yeah, I'm not gonna film the whole thing, so maybe the owners do not like it, but again, very nice of them, very lucky. And unfortunately, still a bunch of road walking. Great. I skipped another 5 kilometers because this is just, basically I went to a place called Kamno, because from that section and the last section was only road walking, and no thank you with this heat. I could almost hug the guy who I hitchhiked with. Seriously, Slovenian people are the nicest European people I've met doing my hike so far, in all of my hikes. It's insane. Probably wonder, what do I exactly mean by nicest people I've met in Europe during my walk? Well, for example, hitchhiking here. I've never had such an easy time hitchhiking. Every 5 minutes to maximum 20 minutes I find like a hitchhiker who wants to pick me up. It's extremely nice. All the people you ask water to, they give you like 40% alcoholic drinks. Some of them at least, not all of them obviously. So that's already really nice. I fled some few gardens of people. So again, they no hesitation. Yeah, no problem. Really nice again. And then last time with the apartment, with the people on the lake in Provincia, I think it's called. That was also like extremely nice. All these very nice interactions, which I usually have with very few during every trail, are now like more during these last couple of days than I've ever had on every trail. It's pretty insane, to be honest. This is way better than the road walking this. Love this so much. Sincerely. Soča river, and so far it doesn't disappoint. It's beautiful to walk here, absolutely, and the water is so crystal clear. Okay, gonna keep on walking again because it's going to get dark and I still need to find a place to camp. So adios. So cool to walk here. Then you walk over that bridge and then you see these views over the river. It's holy shit. It's amazing. Whoa, we live in paradise here on Earth. Seriously. Usually I would never do this, but don't go to this campsite. Seriously. So when I do a trail during the day, I always watch at the campsites basically. And I saw this campsite had a lot of 1-star reviews basically, saying that the owners were nice, that they didn't want to fill up the water bottles. So I thought I still have to fill up my water bottles. I'm gonna try it out. And the owners are, their eyes, they're just radiating some kind of evil energy or something like that. Or at least not good energy at all. And they were like, you don't. I said, she said, so you want to get, I asked if it was possible to fill up the water bottle, not buy one, basically. Because she only wants to sell water bottles. And then said, no thank you, I don't want that. You don't have to teach me a lesson about that! Or something like that. It was really weird. I'm exaggerating a bit, but really was not pleasant. So I can confirm the owners are not very pleasant. I cannot imagine if you stay there. Just read Google reviews about their camping. It's kinda not good. I'm now in a place called Boves, and from here I'm gonna start the Soča trail, because the Juliana trail from here is quite a lot of road walking, and I did not want this, and this trail seems better, so I'm just gonna do this. Then later I'll resume the Juliana trail. The Soča trail, or whatever it's called, just forgot. It's like 25 kilometers, it follows the river, and it seems better. And it's gonna rain, so I'm gonna quit filming right now. Very strange little chapel or something like that. I would love to sleep here, but there is no water. And I don't know if someone lives here or not. Seems also kind of like a house, so I'm not gonna risk it, unfortunately. Well, I now slept in this youth camp, which is basically abandoned right now, so that's pretty amazing. Well, I stayed at the campsite for once. It's quite, well, nice actually. This area where I'm standing right now is basically the end of the Soča trail. It's basically the spring on where the river starts, I think. But what an amazing trail, absolutely one of the best hikes I've ever done. It was just 25 kilometers, but oh my god, what was beautiful. Walking near the river all the time, it was easy, it was just beautiful, all these small towns you walk through. Not so many, but at least there were some nice towns. It was just amazing. And especially the cold water, the amazing mountains near to it, it was beautiful. I would strongly recommend this trail. Okay, now I'm gonna resume the Juliana trail, so I'm gonna need to hitchhike for a while. See you later. People in Slovenia are so extremely nice. You remember about the hitchhike? Well, 20 minutes of waiting. The original plan was basically going to the top basically of the, well, where we had to go, because it's basically like a pretty high section in the mountain basically. And they just want to get to the highest point of the road and just enjoy the view basically. But then they were like, nah, we just enjoy the view for 15 minutes and then we can bring you further if you want. So, absolutely amazing people here, really. I've walked across all of Croatia and, I mean Europe, excuse me. And I think Slovenian people are the most open towards strangers. I really think so. It's amazing. I'm not joking. And now I'm walking through this cool river section. And you remember the clip of the camping that I was sitting down with amazing people? Well, basically, also quite an interesting story to tell. They were basically like a father and a daughter walking an extremely difficult trail called the Slovenian Mountain Trail. And it's like basically like to the Mont Blanc, 1 kilometer up or more and 1 kilometer or more down every day, or at least some days. I do not know enough about that trail, but again, a very difficult trail. The daughter was around my age, and she was 160. I think that's around 5.5 feet or something like that. And she was carrying, so she was basically pretty small, and she was carrying around a 20-kilo backpack. So, whoa, amazing how strong she is. Really respect for her. So, and then her father was like, well, he just retired basically, and he was also just doing an amazing job with again a 20-kilo backpack. So sometimes you have these extraordinary people you meet doing a trail, and I felt like these were also a couple of those people. And you see that wooden structure over there, which looks kind of strange. Well, that's basically to dry up the hay. So that's actually pretty interesting method I haven't seen anywhere else besides Slovenia so far. I guess there's a lot of moisture here in the summer, maybe in the winter, so they just let it hang there somewhere, I guess. Yeah, it's not a joke. I'm walking on bare feet on this biking lane. Why? Because my shoes, the profile is basically gone and it hurts my back like crazy. Even more than usual. So I know from walking on bare feet that is less the case, and even now I do not have any pain in my back. So that's for now better. And actually, walking on bare feet actually has so many advantages. I mean, you're using muscles you're never used, so you train them. This gives you a better, like, I don't know the English name, but it's just better for the body. It's more natural. The only disadvantage is really that, oh yeah, you also feel more connected to the earth. And the only disadvantage is it can be a little bit dangerous, but I'll take that for granted for now. So far, I'm also keeping an eye on the ground, so no problem so far. But yeah, I like bare feet walking actually way more than shoes. And this was actually for me for quite a long time, but I never really told anyone. Let's put it that way. It's actually pretty nice. Then they're saying they're building a new road, and then there's no one on the road. Amazing. And the construction workers are also not here. Ah, that's life. That's life.